Good evening. It's 5 o'clock. I am calling the special Wareham Planning Board meeting of Thursday, July 24th, 2024 to order. Please note this is a only meeting. And we'll do a roll call, starting with Julie,
Here?
Sam Corbett,
Here.
Let me see you at Walmart. Making too much money.
Mike Baptiste. I see Mike.
I'm
Hi,
here.
Mike. And so we have four attendees. So we have a quorum. We can begin the meeting. Sonia, is Ken or Josh or anybody going to join? Do you know?
Ken has left for the day and so has Josh. So Ken left a little while ago for the day.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Then I'll start the meeting. I had hoped that Josh would be on to give a report, or Phil. Excuse me. But as neither of them are there, I think you all got the email update from Phil. Josh and I also did a site visit after understanding there was some confusion about the address. So the report is that the runoff is coming from 28 Oak Street, and not 24 Oak Street. 28 Oak Street is some kind of construction remodel project that is not in scope for the planning board. There has been bless you, Mike. There has been some minimal work started on 24 Oak Street, the subdivision, but just a little bit of clearing for the roadway, and all the silt barriers are still in place, and the cut to the road is still not made. So there's no runoff, no visible runoff coming from 24 Oak Street. There is noticeable runoff from 28 Oak Street, and as Phil reported, sediment in the road, gravel in the road, and sediment in the drain. So there is an issue. Oh, and I do want to report we got a third citizen's complaint from Mr. Teitelbaum. So we've had 3 citizens' complaints on this runoff. But at this point, having done an inspection and having gotten a report, we've actually done 2 inspections on the problem, and we've determined that this is not associated with 24 Oak Street, which is our purview. This is runoff from the house next door, which needs to be referred to the zoning enforcement officer. And I believe Ms. Slavin did submit her complaint in writing to the zoning enforcement officer. Ms. Whiteside had only reported it verbally to me, and Mr. Teitelbaum reported it verbally to the planning office. So I really don't think there's any enforcement action for the planning board to take. I do think that what I can do is forward Mr. Cordero's report to Mr. Turner, and note that we've investigated, there does appear to be a problem, and recommend him to take action. Also, as Mr. Buckland's not here, I don't know if he called town maintenance as we had requested, to request that they go down and clean out the storm drain and sweep the street. So I'll follow up with him on that. So I'll open it for discussion, and then if there's any other action. I do have one closing item, so I'll run off. But any discussion on this matter?
No, I think Phil did a very thorough job, and it's looks like it's quite clear that it's really 28. That again, as you said, Carl, minimal work having been done, filtration's in place, what they at least needed to do initially are in place. we'll then have to monitor that they're complying with the conditions going forward.
Right, yeah. There's some work that Josh and the planning office needs to do to make sure they filed all the paperwork that we were looking for, but
Exactly.
I don't think we should freak out about that. We should just follow up on that.
Yep.
That's
Agreed.
my recommendation. Yeah, and by that I mean the paperwork from the registry needs to be filed with the clerk.
Agreed.
Sam, any comment?
No, not at all.
All right, and Mike?
Nope, hey, we're only human, we all make mistakes.
Great. So I think the good news is the process worked as we wanted to going forward. We had a citizen's complaint. We acted, we investigated, and in this case, I don't think there's, other than referring it to Mr. Turner. Ken is going to try and log in, so if he logs in, we'll hear from him. So I don't think, other than if Ken joins us, we need to discuss this anymore. I did want to remind everyone should have gotten an email from Ken Buckland with a notice of a session with Mr. Bowen on August 1st at 5 p.m. In room 520. It's he's going to go over some, I guess I want to say training on writing decisions for the planning board, the zoning board, conservation commission, and I guess, excuse me, it's coming from his perspective of defending our cases with the applicants, both Concom, planning board, zoning board. So he's going to give us some advice, and that training will be on the 5th, or excuse me, the 1st at 5.
Carl, any chance it's virtual? I've got a conflict, but I can extract myself to make it sure I get there. But
my suggestion is that you can send a note. Right now, I don't believe it's scheduled to be virtual,
okay.
But send a note to Karen,
Which I did today.
Yeah, asking for that, and then I think we've got a couple of days to try and get that pulled together. I don't know what the capability. Obviously, there's capability in the room, but I don't know what the schedule is.
And it's fine. Regardless, I'll be there if virtual is available, and I'll follow up. I'll take care of that, Carl.
Okay, great. And Ken has not signed in yet. Sonia is texting me. All right, Sonia just texted me, said Ken is trying to log in. We'll see if he gets here. Otherwise, we'll go. Any other discussion? We do now have member comments on the agenda, so we can have member comments for tonight. I don't know that there's anything since Monday.
Carl, is the plan to respond in writing to the complaints, just basically telling them it's been referred to the zoning enforcement officer?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I will send the 3 of them as most of them reported it to me. That's a good idea, and it's
Good idea.
Okay.
I will send a follow-up email. And I'll actually forward Mr. Cordero's report. That's part of the public record, so that I don't see any problem with forwarding that. And I still don't see Ken. Give him another minute or so. All right. I mean, I don't know that he has anything to add. We could find out if he talked to Mr. Menard. But that would be the only open item. Any other questions?
Do we have to make a motion, Carl? Should
To
we be
what?
making? I don't know. There really isn't
Uh,
anything to move, frankly.
We will need a motion to close the meeting, but we didn't
Yeah.
actually have an outstanding we had made a motion to either discuss and take action. The meeting
Correct.
agenda said
Yep.
discussion with possible vote to issue enforcement order, but I don't think so. I don't know that there's any formal action other than me sending a couple of letters. or
Agreed.
emails. And I still don't see Ken, so I'm looking for, I guess, a motion to close.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Sam Corbett moved to close.
Second,
Second.
Who, second
Mike
by
Baptiste.
Mike Baptiste.
Mm.
And all in favor, Mike,
aye.
Sam,
Aye.
Julie,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. So the meeting is adjourned at 5:11 PM.
That's a
Thank
record.
you all for attending. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.